Good morning to everyone. My name is Karthik. Today I am explain about social network based sentiment and network analysis to predict elections. This is the abstract. In election general sentiment and opinion of the peoples plays in the important role. Social media is abuzed with opinions and discussion taking place all over the India, especially Twitter. We try to predict election result and general mindset using sentiment and network analysis. Using sentiment analysis, we can classify a document into host of categories like positive, negative, and natural, angry, happy, and etc. We use Twitter data for our work and tried to apply sentiment analysis techniques to find the consensus of public about different political leaders and political parties. This is the introduction. The problem this project addresses is how can we use this vast data to predict patterns, preference and trends to predict future results. The logic behind the studies is the collection of data using Twitter API and apply different classifier and find different trends among them to predict the elections. In sentiment analysis, our model performs better when compared to other approaches currently available in analyzing short sentences and tweets accurately and effectively. And this is existing system. We could conclude that Twitter helped PTI to have a positive impact on the election and motive the young voters in favor of them. Although Twitter cannot be considered to represent the whole voting population, another very interesting paper named Emotion Analysis of the Twitter using Opinion Mining. Instead of classifying opinions in only positive, negative, and natural, they tried to categorize the opinion into 5 emotions: happiness, anger, fear, and sadness, and disgust. And this is the drawbacks. Analysis text is not done. Process in understanding Twitter data is not done accurately. Machine learning algorithm won't give effective result compared to deep learning. Accuracy is low. And this is proposed system. The proposed model was divided into subtasks to make workflow organization. The first task was collect the data for our model and could then be processed and worked upon using Twitter streaming API. The proposed model shows promise in predicting the results of an election by the figures that we get from the analysis and their comparison with the actual results of the elections. The proposal model will give accurate prediction about elections. And this is literature review. I will skip this page. This is system requirements. Software requirements: IDE Anaconda Jupyter and language, programming language Python, database MySQL query browser, and hardware requirements: processor Intel Core i5, CPU 2.50 GHz, RAM 4 GB RAM, hard disk 500 GB. This is the system requirements for using that software. And this is the model diagram. First of all, data acquisition. Data acquisition means getting the data from Twitter using Twitter Stream API and convert into JSON to CSV type. And then data pre-processing. Remove unwanted words and punctuations and text normalization. And then data visualization and analysis. Separate into most common words and send to the sentiment analysis. This sentiment analysis candidate wise compared to uh, various parties and separate into different classification model. And then network analysis, community generation, community formation, and small world phenomena. And this is architecture diagram. First of all, tweets about elections and collection of raw data, pre-processing and filtration of data, then converting the text into words, removing the unwanted words, and then processing the sentiment analysis, using machine learning classification, training the data and classify the data, then result will be shown as a positive or negative. This is use case diagram. User can put the Twitter data and that data will be processing and collecting tweets, filter all the tweets and calculate the sentiment score and then predict the election result. This is sequence diagram. User can put the Twitter data and collect the all tweets and filter using NLP process, classify the data and calculate the value of that word and processing the data and then show the result. But same thing in this diagram, so I will skip. This is class diagram. This is also the same thing. This is also this one is module description. Modules. I have used 4 modules: data acquisition and data pre-processing, data visualization and analysis of most common hashtags, implementing the sentiment analysis for classify the tweets, network analysis for community generation and formation. This is the description. First, data acquisition and data pre-processing. This one is collecting the data using Twitter API. We use Twitter post for our sentiment analysis, and so we collect the data from Twitter API and using streaming API of Twitter of collecting real-time data. We track certain keywords and hashtags which user generally add their tweets. All the tweets are saved as a JSON object and then convert into JSON to CSV. This is data visualization and analysis of most common hashtags. This one is second module. In this module, system model will find the most common hashtags and visualizing the data. Then third point is implementing the sentiment analysis for classify the tweets. Sentiment analysis is the interpretation and classification of positive, negative or neutral emotion using text analysis techniques within the text data. We use a text blob for sentiment analysis. The outcome of their research was that result predicting using text blob were the same as the real outcome. This one is fourth module, network analysis for community generation and formation. In this network analysis part, we use to retweet feature, which is an important feature of Twitter. People tend to retweet the tweet which they appreciate, and each retweet create 2 nodes. One node is tweet that is retweeted and the other one node is person who has retweeted the tweet. For example, user A posted a Twitter A and B retweeted user A tweet. So both user A and B will become the 2 nodes in the graph connected by the edge. This is sample screen of sentiment analysis score value. This is data accuracy and training data. Accuracy is as a hyperparameter, that value, that graph. This one also same. This is linear SVM with linear SVM classification technique. We are using 3 model for classifying data: random forest module, logistic regression and SVM. 3 models are same, but that value accuracy is different. This is the screen about running the project using command prompt. This is the login page. Here we will enter the username and password, then login, and election based sentiment analysis using Twitter data. Put the Twitter data and which model we can use. After clicking the predict button, it will show that Twitter data is positive or negative. Yes, this one is conclusion. Logistic regression and SVM are supervised learning algorithm used to classify data according to parties. Most of researchers have extracted only Twitter data, but we can use also the other social media sites like Facebook and Instagram to fetch data. This is future enhancement. Most of the researchers have extracted only Twitter data, but we can use also other social media sites like Facebook and Instagram to fetch data. Thank you.